Better grab these before it's too late. It's time to dive in on the Xbox 360. Welcome to Resale Robin, guys. I've been working on this one for like a couple weeks now. I know it's a little late getting out, but we're going to go over a whole lot of Xbox 360 games that I think that are either hidden gems. I know you guys love them. And also games that I think you just need to pick up that may not be a hidden gem, but I think that it's not worth a lot of money right now. And I think it's worth grabbing while it's very cheap before the prices go up, because the Xbox 360 games have been going up exponentially lately. There's been other famous YouTubers that posted on this already. Metal Jesus, I think, drove the price up of Spec Up the Line through the roof. I'm not going to cover that one, although it is a great game. You should probably pick it up. It's too late now. It's like $60. Great game, though. But we're going to go over some more games that need to be grabbed before it's too late, guys. Let's dive right on into this. Let's go. Now, with the Xbox 360, let's take you back to a time. It was the 2005, 2006 when this console released. It's been almost over 20 years, which nobody really realizes. But I remember there was lines out the door to get this console. You took forever to get a hold of it. But it's one of those systems that over time, people just threw away as like not worth anything, not worth collecting, because it was a younger generation at the time that didn't have disposable income. Now we're 20 years later, and those people are the ones with money. Their childhood is the Wii, the Xbox 360, the PlayStation 3, the DS. And these are the games that are going to be sought after in the future by them as they get older, even more so. And I know it's hard to pill to swallow for a lot of people my age, older than me, that grew up on the Super Nintendo, the 64, which I love all those, but generations change, things change, and the market is reflecting that now. You can see where they're willing to pay $50, $60, $70 for some of these Xbox 360 games that they grew up with. And it's too late for some of those. Transformers, both of them are now like $50, $60 a piece. Great games. It's too late for those guys. And I'm trying to help you guys grab some more before it's too late. So we're going to deep dive into this. There's not really an order on this. Some games are going to be shown footage and clips, some won't. But I really think it's important that we dive in on this and really take a look at maybe the past and maybe games you maybe forgotten about or maybe not on your radar. Let's roll on this. One of them is this game called Killer is Dead. Now, this is an awesome game by Xseed. Under the radar, great art. I love the art direction on this. And I'm sure there's probably a video playing for this one right now on there. As of this recording right now, I think it's maybe like $30. I think this is a game that had very limited print runs, put up by Xseed, which tends to be one of those ones that doesn't make a lot of copies, tends to go up in value. I think this is a definite grab before it's too late, guys. If you're looking at $20, $30 right now, it's better than paying $80, $90 later on. And that's one of those ones that I think is definitely an add to the collection. Another one, it's a quick add. I know this is, we'll do this in a minute. This is actually a game that came out towards the launch. It's actually called Cameo Elements of Power. The game right now is only worth maybe $10, but it's an awesome little adventure game, and it's almost 20 years old now, and people remember getting this on launch. And I think for like a $8 to $10, $5, you can probably get this in a thrift store for cheap. For an investment on this right now, I think this is going to go up down the road, and it may not be through the roof, but it may end up being like, instead of being 10, ends up being 20. But I think this is definitely one to add to the collection. And staying on topic of games that are like, kind of like not big on my list, but more of like a pickup. This would be another one. Would be LA Noire. Now, I know what you're thinking. YLA Noir. Well, it's a great game. It only has like a port on the 360 PS3, and the Switch does have a port, but the Switch version's already rare and expensive. And I think this is an awesome game that'll fall under the radar. And like, I just picked this one up for $1.50 at the thrift store recently, and I think this is a game that may end up going to $20 soon. Like, as the Xbox 360 is turning off the services, as we all know, the rumor that Xbox may go third party, we don't know. But I think this is definitely worth picking up for very little money right now. Now, back to like hidden gem type games, I think this is one that definitely needs to be put in the, your radar is Deadly Premonition. This is a survival horror game that came out on the Xbox 360. It's pretty cool. I think you can get this one right now for like $20, and I do think this is one that's going to end up floating around possibly $50 very soon. So I would probably pick this up because it's going to end up being on that radar of games that, well, resellers and collectors and speculators are going to grab up. So I would definitely add this one to the collection. And staying on hidden gems right now, another one is actually Rumble Rose on the Xbox 360. It's by Konami. You know, they don't like to port their stuff very much. It's a really cool element of its time, like really smoking hot anime girls wrestling. It's a product of its time, but I mean, it was only on the Xbox 360. There's no ports. There's no other version of it. And I think right now it's like $30, and I think this is another one that, again, could potentially getting up to the $50, $60 range soon, especially now that the eStore is going away. So I would probably grab this one, guys. It's really fun, actually, if you're into anime and all that stuff. We're going to do one more in the line of, like, I'm not going to do videos on it, and I've covered this in the past. Mirror's Edge is one of my favorite games of all time. Love the series. But again, like $5 or $10 right now, and this is a fantastic game. I think you would do yourself a disservice not to play it, and I think is another one you can get for very cheap that may potentially go up. 360 and PS3 are both on the rise, guys, and I would snag this one up. It's cheap, $5 or $6. Why not? We'll do one more in that line. Condemned: Criminal Origins. This is another horror game that released early on in 360's lifespan. You can get this for like $5-10. And again, this is the same story. Like, it's not rare, but I think it's one of those that's going to be desirable and go up to like $20-30 down the road. And like $5, it ain't going to hurt you to add this one to your collection. And it's a great game. It's fantastic. We'll pivot back to more of obscure stuff that I think you should pick up. And it's weird, I'm going to say a Naruto game. Naruto Rise of the Ninja. This is actually a story-driven Naruto game. It's like an open-world, awesome RPG Naruto game that released only on the Xbox 360. There's no ports. There's no other version. The game right now is like $25-30, and I think this is definitely one that's going to end up in the $50 to $70 range really soon. All it's going to take is for like Metal Jesus or one of these other bigger YouTubers to show this, and all of a sudden you're dealing with a $90, $80 game. I promise you on this. You don't see it in the wild much, and it's locked to 360. Do yourself a favor and get this game. It's an awesome game, by the way, but get this before it's too late, guys. This is going to be one. That's a promise. We'll do another one, actually. Renaissance of Fate. This is by Sega. It's an RPG. This one released on PS3 and 360, so it's not going to be as rare as the Naruto game, but I do think this is going to have potential to get up to $30 really soon. Both versions. Let's be clear, PS3 or 360 on this one, but I think that 360 is being speculated on right now, so right now is when you want to get that stuff. Great game, by the way. I had a lot of fun with this one. Good story. I would pick this one up. Another one, actually, is Never Dead on the 360. This is a really cool, like, action, I would say just action game, third-person action. It's way under the radar. Really, nobody knows about it. I think it's like only like $15 right now, and I think this is a Konami game. I think this is one that's being slept on. Again, this is another one where as soon as it gets covered, I think it goes up to $30, $40. I would definitely not sleep on this one, guys. It's definitely worth picking up. Really cool, interesting story. I would add that one to your collection right away. Now, pivoting back, another one that was like, kind of like, I'm not going to do a lot on, but it's Last Remnant. It's another RPG that was on by Square Enix that was on Xbox 360. Right now it's like maybe $10 at most. And I think this is another game that has a situation where you don't want to not own this. I think you're going to have trouble in the future if you don't pick this up, especially for $5 or $10. It's another exclusive game that is just going to disappear over time if you don't pick it up. We're actually going to pivot and do 2 Kinect games. I know Kinect's a curse word, but as a collector, you know, you're going for full collections, and there's a couple of gems on there. And one of them's actually Fable: The Journey on the Kinect. You don't see it that often. I think it's one of those weird games. It's not the greatest, but it's like $5. And Fable series and completionists may end up wanting this to fill out their 360 library. I think it's worth investing like $5 bill just in case. It doesn't hurt. And the last one in the same reign is Rise of Nightmares. It's actually a horror game by Sega that released on the Xbox 360 Kinect. It's actually not even that bad of a game. It's really cool. I would definitely pick it up. Again, like $5 right now. And I think it's better safe than sorry if you're working on a Xbox 360 collection to add this one before it's too late. And we'll pivot back now to my last 2 more important games that I think you need to add to your collection. It's one of my favorite RPGs on the 360. Is actually Eternal Sonata. This did get a PS3 release as well, and this applies for both versions. I think this game is going to go up over time. There's not really any other ports for it on any of the consoles, and I think it's a perfect storm situation where I think you would probably do yourself a disservice not to add it. It's only like $15-$20 right now. Great game, by the way. Really fun. I enjoyed the hell out of this when it released back in, I don't even remember, 2008. But awesome pickup, guys, and I think this is another one that could get covered and could go up. Now, there's one that I'm about to cover here that I know for certain is going to skyrocket, and this game, it just needs a little coverage and it's over for this, because it is a shmup that released on the Xbox 360 called Automotus, and it's made by the creator of Gradius. It's an anime-inspired shmup by Konami. I know this is the only version I could get. I know it's got this old Toys R Us tag on it, but it is sealed. This game is going to skyrocket. Right now, it's $35. Okay, let me be clear. It's $35 to $40 right now. If you wait, this is going to be a $100+ game. And it's only a matter of time. $100+ game. I am not joking. Pick this up. You're going to hate your own life. And that wraps it up, guys. I just wanted to cover a lot of Xbox 360 games that I think you guys need to pick up. It's not my usual just top 5, top 10 hidden gems. It's more of like a lot of games. I did include some hidden gems on there, but I think you guys need to not sleep on this. You need to pull the trigger on this as fast as you can, or you're going to regret it, guys. A lot of these are very cheap. Don't wait on it. But, I mean, that's your decision, guys, but I'm hoping this will help you guys out with that. If you guys are enjoying the content, make sure you guys comment, like, and subscribe. We're building the channel up. We're already up to almost 1,000. I can't wait to hit that. Leave some comments down below. Let me know some 360 games that I need to be on the lookout for, and what you think of some of the games I listed down below. I'd love to hear from you guys. Like I said, make sure you subscribe. It's building us and helping us out. And as always, stay savage. Man, I'm telling you, these people need to buy these games. Like, it's for real. They're dumb if they don't.